of Earth, good evening. Welcome to this edition 78 of Nation News from beautiful Japan, in the beautiful gardens somewhere in Tokyo, where you can find heavens of peace and serenity in the middle of a town that is very modern and very busy. This is a beautiful, contrasted society that I really, really love and feel like one of these places on Earth I can call home. So in this edition of Nation News this week, we will have a formidable update from Thoran Eredyon, High Commander on board the Excelsior, and his superior, Admiral Jor-El. They will tell us about the wars in the galaxy, the diplomatic life, and what has been going on in the Orion Zone. In this edition 78 of Nation News, Special Japan, we will have a formidable update of my contact, Thoran Eredyon, High Commander in the Galactic Federation of Worlds on board the Excelsior, and his superior, Admiral Jor-El. I may remind that these two officers are officers on board a battle station. They are not part of the high command of the Federation, but they are providing intel on what's going on Earth and in the galaxy. Hope is here. Hope is in the heart of everyone. And remember, we are all co-creators of this future. So if hope leaves your heart, you are not going to create the future you want. The deep state's work is to take away this power of manifesting, this positive manifesting. So set aside the narratives of despair and let us walk together in this beautiful future and listen to what the Galactic Federation of Worlds, which has always protected humanity and always will, has to say. Fasten your seatbelts and engage. Denver, Colorado, September 2024. 1,000 witnesses could see of their own eyes fleets of spaceships from the Galactic Federation of Worlds flying over Westminster. Were there all the attendees and all the speakers of JSIC. The vibration and the frequency of love could really be felt coming from these ships. And now also in Eastbourne, 2,000 people. So the same thing. In Denver, I had announced that I would ask my contact Thoran and his superior Jor-El to bring the ships. In Eastbourne, US Army insider JP brought the ships. All of this was announced. This is disclosure. And now, you know, the deep state is trying to dismiss this and destroy it. Stand up for what you have seen. Come in September 19 to 21st, 2025, to Charlotte, North Carolina, to support disclosure and to make a stand that you believe deep in your heart. You believe these beautiful brothers and sisters. You believe your star families are here. And by standing together, we can truly, truly bring about hope, uniting our hearts. We bring hope because hope is the building blocks of the future. I will see you there in Charlotte. Be safe and let's create this future.
Developments in the Orion Zone have been very positive. The liberation of the star systems from the Nebu's grasp was a great success, and now these worlds are being rehabilitated. The Galactic Federation of Worlds, the Council of Five, and the Anak Empire branch in charge of this area of the galaxy have high hopes that the former civilizations once devastated by the Nebu, the darkest empire this galaxy has ever known, will begin a new era of civilization. We have sent a call to the far reaches of this galaxy, offering the descendants of the destroyed civilizations the opportunity to return and repopulate the worlds that we have begun to make habitable again. Soon we will see arcs arriving with new colonists, the descendants of these populations who will settle again. This will be an emotionally significant event for each of these worlds. The call has been sent. They are coming. Their worlds are being prepared, and those who cannot wait will remain in orbit around their original homeworld in their arcs, waiting for conditions on the surface to become hospitable again. Of the dismantled Nebu Empire, nothing remains of its former grandeur. Nothing. Not even their name. We are actively searching for the other hybrid armadas related to the many worlds the Nebu had planned to invade. We now understand that each of these armadas is hidden in artificial interdimensional bubbles that have not yet been located. The Kylie Tokert are still helping us. The Galactic Federation of Worlds commercial agreements with the Kylie Tokert satisfied them, which is why they are continuing to assist us in searching for these dormant hybrid armies. The call has been sent. They are coming. Their worlds are being prepared, and those who cannot wait will remain in orbit around their homeworld in their arcs until the surface conditions are hospitable again. I would now like to talk to you about what has been happening in the Centaurian systems. There, diplomatic representatives from the Earth Alliance have been meeting with delegations from the Alpha Centaurian systems to prepare for what Terrans call the first global civilian contact. The Alpha Centaurians have been working closely with positive governments on Earth that are members of the Earth Alliance since the first contact with certain government branches. As you know, this occurred around the time of the 1954 agreements. This didn't only occur on U.S. territory but also in other countries around Earth. The Alpha Centaurians will be the first to present themselves to Earth's civilians because they look like them and have been closely involved with Earth's governments for decades. They initiated the creation of the Earth Alliance. All of this will soon become known to Earthlings. Diplomats from Earth are currently on Siloan, holding meetings with Centaurian leaders, councils in the Silo and Medan militaries. While I cannot provide an exact date, rest assured that, if the course of events on Earth regarding the Terrans standing up for themselves, working on their awakening, and taking control of their destiny follows the pace predicted by our calculations, this is scheduled for within the next 3 years. We have the technology to calculate the development of actions in the present time 5 years in advance, but changes in decisions can always alter or delay the course. We have two types of technology, one based on calculation and another based on quantum projection into the future, which we call the time vision device. This technology never lies. The first technology shows the fluctuations that inevitably lead to what the time vision devices see. Like the one on the Medan mothership, contrary to what you may have heard, the plan for disclosing our presence on Earth has not changed. In fact, it is proceeding smoothly. There has been no significant interference, only slight interference that hasn't affected the program much. Any rumors you've heard about a postponement or halt of the Galactic Federation of Worlds has not altered any plans nor betrayed anyone. We have always been here and will continue to support humanity's endeavors and evolution on Earth. We are your brothers and sisters from the galactic community, a close family of which you are a member. Among us are your star families, waiting for you to reconnect as a Galactic Federation of Worlds diplomat you know well. Val Thor once said, "We will never let you down. We never have, and never will." From the beginning we predicted the smear campaigns against the Galactic Federation of Worlds as part of the real agenda of an extraterrestrial invasion of Earth that would have united and bound in fear all populations under a dark, tyrannical, new world order.
The plan was that, when the time came for the first civilian contact, the agents would convince the populations that the Galactic Federation of Worlds was their enemy and was attacking Earth. Of course, the only ships that would attack would be holograms or retro-engineered crafts owned by Earth's military black programs. Only fools would believe this. And humanity has evolved enough to see now, through this deception. The Anak Empire ceded territories to the United Galactic Alliance, where protection against the Siakur Empire was no longer necessary. These star systems are now autonomous and independent, and not related to the Anu Empire in terms of political and diplomatic decisions on a galactic scale anymore. On planet Terra, there seems to be a lot of confusion regarding some alleged feuds between two important U.S. political leaders. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are not fighting. They never have. That is all I can say without violating a plan they devised. Be patient. It will all make sense very soon. We are enjoying watching these developments from the high command of our station. Admiral Jor-El, who was recently put in charge of this battle station, respectfully salutes the people of Earth. He asks them to remain confident in their future and to take up arms to fight the remaining forces of darkness, which are not as powerful as they appear. Jor-El insists that the favorite tool of the retreating shadows is to blur your mind, confuse your heart, and lead your thoughts astray. In his words, confusion is the weapon of the weak. High Commanders Thor Han Erigen and Jor-El from the Galactic Federation of Worlds, Battle Station XLR-6 in the orbit of Earth, at service of peace and justice.
Angels are real. Those in the etheric realms protecting everyone, but also those in our dimension, in our own physicality. Brothers and sisters who came from faraway worlds, left their home world, their families, to come and fight for the people of Earth, sacrificing a lot, working with the good governments since the 1950s to help humanity build a defense force. They have been relentlessly fighting for our rights with love and compassion. They have kicked out from this planet evil empires, reptilians. They have put an end to the realm of the greys, the reign of the grey and the abuse of the greys. And all the narratives that the greys have left, they are fighting to help you opening your eyes. As emissary, as bridge, as Suma, I am guiding you through the shadows that you find your way to the truth, through the light, and to the way of the heart. I thank the Galactic Federation of Worlds for having been there all the time and never faltered. These brave people are a gift to this planet. Without them, we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't be free. And even if the dark seems powerful, it is not. It is all illusion, as Thor Han says, and Jor-El as well. they all say the same things. Confusion and deception are the tools of the weak ones. Listen to your heart, see the fruits. Who brings hope and who brings despair? And you will know where is the way. With love and compassion, Suma. There are millions of souls who came on this planet as what you call starseeds, and you are maybe one of them. And in this knowing, this deep heart knowing that you had since you were a child, you may discover that you have a mission, and with a mission comes a responsibility. All those who have incarnated in these times, be they from Earth or from the stars, came here to help the liberation of humanity, to assist the good allies of the Galactic Federation of Worlds and the benevolent entities, as you call them. We call ourselves galactics, star nations. Assist us to liberate Earth, to make of this world a free world. The greatest tool of the enemy is deception, is working all that is in their power to make you lose hope. Lose hope on yourselves, focus on survival, dismiss your spiritual awakening, confuse your mind, and lose hope. Well, this is what they're doing at the moment. Any information that comes to you that is carrier of fear, of confusion, and of despair, losing hope, is made to turn you away from your path. Of course, you have the resource. You know everything within yourself. You know that coming here, you would face this. They want the Terrans, the humans of Earth, of Ki, beautiful Ki, to lose hope, to resign to a state of submission and despair. When an enemy has lost the battle and has few soldiers left on the battlefield, they will trick the opponents to believe they are stronger. They're gonna slaughter them. They have the power, and that the opponent had no more chance. This is not the reality. In the reality, the Galactic Federation of Worlds and the forces of good are winning. They have won already. You have won already, humanity of Ki. And in this knowing, in this beautiful knowing, powerful knowing, you realize that you are sovereign of your own body, your own soul. Everything you have built, you have earned, you have gained from your efforts, it's yours. It doesn't belong to anybody else. You owe nothing to nobody, to no institution. You've made all this way by yourself. Created your alliances. Slowly, built your army by yourself. Those who listen to you are your allies. Beware of your friends who feel comfortable with your enemies. Now has come the time when you acknowledge who you are. with shyness, you may say to yourself that you come from the stars. Own it. Now is the time of disclosure, of revelation. You come from the stars. You are a star seed. Well done. You're so brave to have come here. And it is now time. You behave as such. You are who you are. Own it. Tell others who you are. Tell your stories. Go within through meditation, introspection. Meet your shadows. Meet the heritage of shadows of this body, this bloodline you borrow for a lifetime. Meet your experience, your ordeals, everything that your soul has gone through throughout all the incarnations you've had before. Embrace them with love and let them go. Tell others who you are. Once you connect to your heart, through meditation, you discover who you are. And you discover that you can connect yourself with your soul group. You do not need hypnosis. You do not need anybody to activate you. Because the secret of your power is when you do it yourself. When you do it yourself, you truly activate all the cells of this body and your consciousness, your memory. You understand? You do not need anybody to activate you. This is a business. This is a trend. All right? You do not need money or an exchange of service for your personal activation. Do you realize how ridiculous this is, how wrong it is? An activation is a process that is made from within. And only you can do it. Nobody else can. Nobody else has access. And it is a process. It is a transmutation. You cannot transmute a caterpillar into a butterfly. You cannot do this externally. The transformation of the caterpillar comes only from itself, from inside. Okay? That is the metaphor you need to keep in head. You do it yourself. You remember yourself. And the key is the meditation, going within, meeting the soul that inhabits this avatar body. And when you connect to your own frequency, you connect to not only who you are, but to the knowledge of where you come from. Visions come. Don't dismiss them. Presences, voices. This is not channeling. Channeling is opening your defenses, your mind, to welcome an external entity. That is not what I'm talking about. I am talking about meditation and connection with yourself. And slowly, slowly you feel your soul group looking after you. Channeling is a possession by another entity that takes over your body. Okay. Introspection and meditation is not at all the same thing. It is connecting with you. You are your higher self. Your higher self is not an external entity. It is you, in your true frequency. It has the same voice as you. It speaks the same ways. It is you who speak from a point of wisdom. Your wisdom. Your wisdom is the sum of the experiences of your soul throughout lifetimes. This is where your wisdom lays. Connect with who you are. You do not need any help for that. Meditate. Find the peace within your heart. If you can't do it at home, go out. Or even if you can't find nature or a safe place outside, park your car somewhere and just relax. You will always find a way to be on your own. And do it. Nature is the best, of course. And if you are not a starseed, you are from Earth. It is the same thing. You have Earth ancestor families. Earth soul group, who are somewhere else on this planet at the moment. Sometimes you're lucky they're in your family. You can connect with them, with your ancestors, and speak to them. And it is not your ancestors who have more wisdom than you. It is you who have more wisdom than them because you went further along the path of evolution. My brothers and sisters, humans of Ki, Star Nation gloriously raising to the rank of Galactic Nation, joining soon the Galactic Alliance, the Galactic Federation of Worlds, or planets, as you want to call it. I am wishing you the greatest of times, because the door of the future, you have the key. You have the key.
Analyzing data.
Here is a highly spiritually advanced, beautiful culture. The Kiryami are humans who have reached an advanced level of evolution, which can be compared at perfection to what the humans of Earth are meant to become. The Kiryami are a good example of this future. They are 5th and 6th density beings who reside together on the 4th planet of the Aeaean star system. Their civilization is based on a collective interface consciousness, similar to that of many advanced intergalactic human cultures. They are attuned to the consciousness of their home world, allowing them to sense its weather and seismic activity, as well as all living forms on the planet. While primarily telepathic, they can also communicate verbally when interacting with other cultures. The Kiryami are a spacefaring nation and members of the Zenate Alliance, also known to Earth as the Andromedan Council. Although they are members of the Galactic Federation of Worlds, they have chosen not to participate in the Terra-Earth operation physically. However, they joined the Envoy program for Terra, not through the Council of Five, but through the Andromedan Council. Many of them have incarnated on Earth to participate in the Great Awakening of the population during the Great Terran Wars for the liberation of the galaxy. Their high level of consciousness was a valuable asset in this task. Kiriami are gentle, calm, and discreet. They enjoy dedicating their spare time to deep contemplative meditation. The Kiriami's homeworld boasts a magnificent ecosystem with astounding biodiversity. Rather than living in cities, they reside in familial pods, small communities where members share a building. These constructions resemble giant floating pods with multiple levels and modules. The Kiriami sustain themselves with plants and finely crushed minerals.
Okay, the next step is to plan an alien invasion, fake alien invasion, to frighten us more and really get us to consent to be willingly willingly wanting to obey and comply to everything that a dictatorial totalitarian system will ask us to do. This is their last try. After that, they have nothing else in the bag. Fake alien invasion. I've done a video, watch it. It's called The Alien Invasion Already Happened just a few days ago. Check in my playlist Alien. That has been prepared since the 1940s, but since a few years ago, they've started to use people to start a preconditioning because they're going to say that it is the Galactic Federation that they say it's evil, that is going to want to attack us. They spread lies that they work with the cabal and stuff like that. It's pathetic. It's honestly pathetic. And now they're panicking. So they try to pass this message like, oh no, they're evil, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're not fooled. The preconditioning has started by using people in social medias, giving these people true information. Remember, manipulation always uses, in average, 20% truth to get people hooked, okay? That has happened. A few YouTubers, for instance, have started giving information, and then slowly they spread lies, drop by drop. And then the lies took over, and people were still in it. You know, it's the story of the frog in the hot water. And now it's only lies. These lies are that the Galactic Federation of Worlds is evil, and they are going to become more and more aggressive with that. And these poor messengers, these poor people who are being used, they are going to fight for it because their popularity is threatened. So they really, that is so typical. They do that on everywhere. So let us not be fooled by all these lies. This fake alien invasion will be performed by Earth military secret programs. Not all secret space programs are bad, okay? There are different ones. With vehicles, they have copied from real alien crafts by retroengineering, and by real also alien craft from Orion and reptilians and everything. Holographic imagery as well, illusions. Well, you want a disclosure? Here we go. You're going to see all the ships they've been making. That's going to be a big show. But don't be scared. The last thing you need to do is to be scared and to listen all the lies that anything, it's simple, anything that comes from the governments. You know? Here we go. So that's my message, wanting to tell you, to warn you that you are going to hear more and more lies and anti-propaganda, propaganda against the Federation. And this is the work of the deep state, the Orion group, and a bit the reptilians. And even sometimes, you know, they'd even sell themselves. I mean, they say they come from places like Alkyone system, which is infiltrated by the reptilian collective. Well, you know about that, so I done a video earlier on. I want to precise this, that anything that is propaganda against the Galactic Federation of Worlds is a preconditioning for the Operation Bluebeam. Remember that. Keep that in mind. Now, this may not happen because our friends are taking care of it.
Star Nation News was brought to you by Elena Danan. Don't miss the latest news every Monday on Elena Danan's channel. Video directed by Steph Zak.